Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a new game analysis video. This is in my Road to Expert series. This is game number 5. This is game number 1, or round 1 rather, in our early fall Swiss. We're starting a new tournament. Last tournament, I don't know if you checked. Please check out my last videos, where I went 2-2, and we left off with my mindset kind of being all messed up. So let's kind of see where it goes from here. I am playing Abraham Benitez, who is 1206. Right now, I am still marked as 1736 because this game has not been published for my new rating, and it is played back on August 28th. So, game in 100 with delay of 5. I have no information about Mr. Benitez whatsoever, so we're going to see what he plays after I play e4. He's a Sicilian player, so knight f3 and d6, d3, knight f6, g3, knight c6, bishop g2, e6, castles, bishop e7, knight bd2, castles. So I've elected... I recognized, sorry, apologies. I recognized that in the since I changed to e4, that I was struggling a lot versus the Sicilian. I did not like a lot of the ways to proceed playing against the Sicilian, whether or not it was the Alapin or the wing gambit. I didn't like these things. I ended up trying them and trying to find certain things. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just start playing the King's Indian attack. That's what I went for here. So I played a King's Indian attack, which is why we have this nice little structure here. Rook to e1, and all these themes are kind of the same. So queen to c7, c3. I'm getting ready to push d4, d5, and I get the thematic e4, e5 push, knight d7, and queen to e2. Another option is to just play d4. These are good ways to go. So there's 3 pieces on here. 1, 2, and 3. I have to do something about it. So right now there's 2 on it. I had to add a 3rd. So I played queen to e2, which is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. d4 might have been better, but tough to say. f6, he challenges it right away. I play f d4. He takes, and I'm keeping his pieces on that side. Knight to b6, and he moved them further away from his king, even. So I play knight to f1. My idea is to push the h-pawn and get my knight over to this side of the board. Bishop d7, h4, rook to f7. He wants to double his rooks up. Knight 1 to h2, and bishop to f8. Now I played bishop to f4 here. The engine thought that was an inaccuracy. I should have played knight g4 and then got a maneuver like that. So he would have wasted a few moves moving his rooks, and then I would have gotten my knight a little bit more centralized. It's much better on d3 or e3, excuse me, e3 than it is on h2 for sure. And then the bishop can always come in later. I didn't elect to do that. I played bishop f4, d4. He thinks this should have been the best way. Or sorry, he doesn't, but the engine likes this the most. And then d2, queen d2, rook f8, and bishop h3. And this is the engine line that it likes. And it's quite long, but I've got a lot of pressure here. That's okay. d4, and I played rook ac1. It likes bishop d2 better, so obviously because the next move could be, rook takes. He didn't play that. He played knight d5, and I obviously didn't really care if he takes here. I thought that was fine for me. bishop g5, bishop takes g5, knight takes g5. It says that, you know, the engine tells me I should have played h takes, but I feel it's less practical, and maybe that's okay because we can move our king up and then we have this open h file. Maybe that's the reason why. So let's click through some moves here and see how well this goes. And it doesn't do any of that. It just goes through and try to trade off the queens, which is funny. I like this a little bit better. I expected him coming in, but I saw mate threats instead, so I went for those. And the funny thing is the evaluation here is minus 0.05. So evaluation wise, this is, you know, kind of better for black. But it's really hard to defend. A lot of people are not very good at defending. So I played knight to g4. I want to just take that guy. Bishop to e8. Knight takes. Or sorry, knight takes h6. Knight takes h6 check. G takes h6. And queen takes h6. And this is hard to deal with. There's a lot of threats. Which, to be honest, when you're looking at it, it's scary. It's super scary. So let's take a look at this. How do you defend that? This is scary. It looks super scary. Right? So it's hard to defend. But this is actually minus 0.9 for black. This is minus 1 almost for black. Queen to e7 makes a mistake. Should have played knight to d8 with the idea of maybe bringing the knight in here and defending this pawn. So this is also another option. So didn't play that. He didn't find that move. He played queen to e7, trying to jam things up. I took the pawn on e6. And here he blundered with that. He should have played rook takes g2, king takes g2, and then played rook f7. This is defending for dropping in exchange. He plays here. I play bishop takes d5. He let go of the, the knight is not protected. So I sacrificed a piece, but I got my piece back now. Knight to bishop d7, knight to g5, and he resigned here. He said this is pretty much over because it's plus 0.8. Now he didn't know it was plus 0.8, but this pin, this, and this is coming. It's very difficult to stop. So mate is on the way. Now an engine could probably defend this, but yeah, very tough to deal with. Abe and I had a really great post-mortem. We discussed a lot of chess. He's a young man who's in high school, I believe, and he's like, he just wants to play attacking chess. He wants to fight, and be super aggressive. He's going to either have a spectacular win, crazy attacking win like this, or he's going to have a spectacular blunder loss. That's the type of style in chess he wants to play, which I like that. So, all right. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. We are still, our mindset is still super aggressive. We want to attack. My mindset is in a much better place, at least confidence-wise, and I'm not over-pressing or over-pushing, but I'm playing some pretty decent chess and making, a few less mistakes, which is great. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please do like and share. It shows me you like this content. You want to see more. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.